Hi, my name is Mary Manzoni and I'm the CEO at Maryland Works. Maryland Works is a private nonprofit membership organization that works with community providers and individuals with disabilities who own their own business. Our mission and focus is clearly and truly around providing economic workforce development strategies to help people with disabilities and barriers to employment go back to work, making fair wages with benefits. So Maryland Works has an Employment Works program. This program is included with the Maryland state statute, and it provides the opportunity for Maryland Works and our business partners to bid on contracts that the state is issuing before they go out on the open market. So we are part of that preferred provider program. So before you put a solicitation out on the open market, I encourage you to look at our website, to look at the other preferred providers' website to see if they provide that service or sell that commodity, because that should come out to us and the preferred providers. Because our focus and main mission is economic inclusion for all. And we have business partners that are including affirmative action work and hiring people with a variety of different disabilities and barriers to employment. I encourage you to look us up on the website and reach out to us if you have any questions. We're here to help you and support you in your work that you're doing for the state of Maryland. Thank you so much for your support.
Michael Goss. I'm President and CEO of Blind Industries and Services of Maryland, BISM. BISM is a not-for-profit organization that manufactures and manages retail operations in the state of Maryland to provide employment opportunities for blind individuals and low vision individuals in the state. We empower blind people to achieve their greatest opportunities to live the lives they want and change what it means to be blind through training, employment, and opportunity. Our vision is that every blind person has the opportunity to achieve their best selves and to impact their own lives and to be productive citizens in the state of Maryland. Through the Preferred Provider Program, BISM provides products and services that state offices can purchase directly through us or through our online portal, shopbism.com.
My name is Joe Hughes. I am the Director of the Employment Works program. State agencies seeking services through the Employment Works program here at Maryland Works should reach out to our centralized email, opportunities@mdworks.com. When setting that opportunity, we would ask that a full scope of work with timeline to start the service would also be included in that. At that point, we administer 5 days to actually send that opportunity to our eligible vendors and respond to you with whether or not we are going to be able to retain that opportunity and coordinate that service, or whether or not we're going to have to waive that service due to various factors. In the event that the Employment Works program will be able to retain the contract, the Employment Works team will begin working very, very closely with the state and the vendor to seek concurrence on fair market pricing. At that point, we will then present that pricing to our Pricing and Selection Committee in hopes that the voting members will approve, and then we can begin the service. I think it's important to note that Maryland Works in the employment program does not hold these contracts. We are the coordinating entity between the vendor and the state. And once that contract begins and the services start, we are here every step of the way to ensure that the service and the contract is running smooth throughout the duration of the contract's life.
Hi, my name's Dirk Hill. I own H&B Services. I am a disabled-owned, veteran-owned company. I am an IDOB, which is an individual with disability-owned business in the Maryland Works program. When I got out of the military injured, I was unable to work. So the program gave me a huge opportunity for myself and has opened doors for other veterans and other people with disabilities for me to employ them. So I urge you to follow the legislation and bring your contracts to the program and there are people out there that fit your contracts and are deserving of the work. It has turned my life around. I've watched it turn many of my employees' life around, getting to where they can own their own business and put back into the program and put back into the community to move on into a better position in life.
My name is Nikki Jackson, and my title is Communications Manager at BISM. BISM currently employs over 470 associates, which majority of them are blind or low vision. We employ people in the states of Maryland, Delaware, North Carolina, Kentucky, and Virginia. Through our mission, BISM was afforded by the state of Maryland state preference for products primarily made, manufactured, assembled, and reassembled by our blind associates. Under this statute, state agencies and other related entities procure products and services through our preferred provider program, which is the program that BISM is under. So we like to think of it as procuring for a purpose. By these state agencies procuring our products and services, they are 1, providing stable employment for our associates, and 2, providing training and opportunities for blind Marylanders across the state free of charge. It is through the Preferred Provider Program that state agencies and other entities are able to help BISM continue to empower the blind community through employing, educating, and training.
Through the Employment Works program at Maryland Works, we're afforded the opportunity to coordinate various different services and contracts through the state of Maryland. Some of them include janitorial services, landscaping, printing, mailing, courier services, and even security and unarmed guard services. For a comprehensive list of all of our services, please visit our website at mdworks.com. The products and services used through the Blind Industries and Services of Maryland truly create an ecosystem within the Preferred Provider Program, as those products and services are utilized and are required to be utilized throughout the state of Maryland on various different contracts. The mission and the spirit of the Employment Works program is truly about expanding opportunities for people with disabilities and other barriers to employment. Within the last 6 months in compiling information, we found that the average hourly rate for workers on the contracts are $15.40 an hour, which is well above the Maryland state minimum wage. Total number of people with disabilities working on these contracts are nearly 800. Lastly, the impact of the wages is incredible. Putting money back into the state economy, over $6 million in state wages within just the last 6 months is being put back into the economy, something we're really proud of.
At BISM, we make a variety of products. Everything from janitorial products to paper towels, toilet paper, hand soap, copy paper, anything you can think of. We invite you to come see how all of these products are made in our manufacturing facility by our blind associates. We also invite you to follow us on our socials, which is our Facebook page, our LinkedIn, or visit us at our website at bism.org.
I run the ARC Montgomery County Lawn Care Division, which consists of maintaining sites as the MVAs and DLLR. I just make sure that the things get done per what the contract says. It's cutting, weeding, trimming, blowing off, any planting. Maryland Works usually sends us the leads, and then we have to go over pricing. Maryland Works sends us pricing. We go do our own pricing, then we find some pricing in between that works for both of us. We have a crew of 5 guys and a supervisor, and then myself, who oversees everybody in the whole division. I like working with the guys. I like helping them out. I like seeing them come in sometimes, maybe shy, not really saying too much. And then I see the transformation into really fitting in and having a good time. They're earning a paycheck. They get a self-worth. And our guys get along, they kid each other. And that doesn't happen right away, but eventually it does. And that's what I like to see. What I would tell another employer if he was going to go into this type of business and hire our type of employees I would tell them to have a lot of patience. There is a training curve, but again, once the routine starts, that's the best part, is they have a routine and they love it. The best crew we've ever had.
I've done lawn care services for about 7 or 8 years before. Just doing basic maintenance, trimming bushes if needed, weeding, mulching, and all the basic maintenance. The ARC has impacted me by trying to get a little faster in my work, and then trying to get used to working with a group of people versus just going solo. My favorite thing about this job is coming in every morning, learning the different equipment, running the bigger equipment and cutting grass, working at the different county sites, been just getting used to some of the bigger jobs. It makes me feel happy to see my skills improving with the different pieces of equipment. It's a good place to work with, a good crew of people to work with, and just something getting used to.
Hi, I'm Lauren Wheatley, and I work in paper, which is one of the positions in operations at Blind Industries. So I've been here for a little over 9 months now, so still fairly new. And I think one of the biggest impact for me is being able to demonstrate the skill that I have, as well as skill and ability I didn't know I had in a job where they're able to make the job accessible in a way that I don't feel as though my disability gets in the way of me doing my job successfully. Right now what I was doing is called stitching. It's when you're taking the big stacks of paper that they run the line through to make the memo pads. Before I started working at BISM, I took part in their core training program. So it's a 12-month program where you are put under sleep shades to go through training of travel, technology, cooking, and other lifestyle skills. So that way you'll still have the skills and still be able to do everyday things without, relying on other people.
I've been here at BISM for 33 years. I've worked in operations, which is where we do all the production, all the products are made there. I've worked there all the way up until about 2 months ago when I got a promotion to customer service. I met a lot of great people in and around the organization. We have a very close and very good relationship with each other. It's helped me to exist in society just like any other person, and I'm very grateful for that. I'm very grateful for BISM as a whole because of all the things that we do here.